Okay, update on the snake room and all the little reptiles. Let's see here. Let's change. Go from night to day. Yeah. This room is just trashed. It's my laundry room, so it's actually always been what has been the snake room. So, all the custom cage and the fish tank are long since gone. I have replaced with a animal plastics, let's see if this is coming out, animal plastics rack, which uses 41 quart tubs, and one animal plastics Anthony Carpenito brand carpet python cage, which has, of course, happy little Anara in it, just sitting there. Now she ate a couple days ago, so my guess is she was just out on her tree branch, just sort of basking underneath the heat panel that's there. And coming up still, there you go. Carpet python cam. Oh, sorry, Al, stealing. So let's just do a little tour. Anara looks like she's interested, so we'll start with her. Hey, Anara. Okay, I'm not food, right? You can never really tell if she's just that amped up to strike, or if she's just, as I said, got a little freaked out by the fact that I pulled the glass away. The carpet python cage, I'm going to try and do this out, has a shelf in the back. It is 3 feet wide, 2 feet deep, and 15 inches tall. Not a lot of climbing room, but it gives her a shelf to go up on, which she actually doesn't use the shelf very much. I'm kind of disappointed in that, but it kind of gives her a shield from the light and everything else. Aspen bedding, nice big water dish, her plant, which is really just there for her to tangle in when she's shedding. So, but pretty much lots of open territory. She's doing good. She's closing in and might be passing 5 feet now. She's still pretty skinny. I mean, oh, there she goes. She's interested in the camera. The zooming isn't working. It's actually stuck in fixed mode. Hey there, Anara. Like the camera? See yourself in the camera? Huh? Nah. Can't see her head anywhere else. She's deep inside the camera. There you are. Come on. There. Yeah. She's yellowing up really nicely. It's hard to tell because she's got light from above on this. I'll try to get an update of her pictures outside, but really can't tell if you can see her back in there. It's probably just a little too dark. Let me actually find a way to fix this. Hey, instant light via flashlight. So let's see here. Now you can see more of her back there. You can see she's getting bigger. She's still got a little bit of a small rat in her belly. She's eating small rats now. She's eating the same thing that Lucky's eating, which is just fantastic. So when Lucky decides to be picky and not take food, which of course is unfortunately frequently, I just don't thaw one for her and, turn around, take it upstairs, and she just chomps on it. Let's see. So far I drilled a couple of holes in the back underneath the shelf for humidity and temperature probes, plus the thermostat comes in through there. As I said, I went with the heat panel instead of the underneath heat rope, which I usually use, just because I wanted to create a top level basking spot. Maybe should have just gone with the underneath heat rope design, but tried it this way. So she's doing great. I very soon may have a purchase in order for a boyfriend for her, but we shall see. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Thermostat. Johnson. I don't know. You can see it down there. Nice Johnson's Controls thermostat. And then the rack, which is 41 quarts, internal heating on it with heat tape, and let's see if you can see these. Standard Sterilite 41 quart tubs. Lots of room in there to grow. Since all the snakes that are in here are going to be adult, currently it's 2 Woma pythons and Lucky the ball python. So let's take a look at Well, let's see, one's already up. Here's Electra, my female Woma python. She's generally out and about. She doesn't sleep in her hide very much. Hey, you like the classy hide? Cut the end of off of case of beer. Just chop them up a little bit, and then this way, you know, because there's something to curl up into. She spends most of her time outside of the hide, though she was in it here, just kind of sitting back. She is eating weaned rats now, so she's doing good there. Takes them like a champ. She actually attacks them pretty darn well. Let's see here. Add a little extra light so you can see her. Great colors still. Yeah. And she's nice and she's very, very good natured. Very relaxed. The only interesting thing with her is she will not poop or pee even in her enclosure. She pretty much waits till I take her out, in which case I take her outside, she gets exercise, and then she goes on the deck. So, kind of like a little puppy dog. The Hulk, oh, he's out too. That's nice. He's doing great. Get a little light on him. He is much, much more active than she is. He is always trying to get out. Because of that, he's got a little bit of a nose rub condition up front here. Let's see if we can get if he'll look up for us. You can see that there. It's just a little spot that didn't shed last time, so we're waiting for him to go through this shed, and then hopefully it'll remedy itself. If not, we'll have to go after some treatment on it. Let's see, get a full view of him. Both of them are about 3 feet, so they're still pretty decent sized. Just like Inara, all of these guys are a year to 10 months in age. I believe these guys are probably a little closer to 10 or 11 months. Inara is closing in on a year. Again, very much the same setup, you know, water dish, everything else. He's calmed down quite a bit. Generally, I've found out that most of the times that he goes nuts and gets hyper has to do with the fact that I've woken him up and startled him. So, guess that's one good reason to be grouchy. I don't like being woke up either. So, let's put him back before he tries to get out. And the last, the all-star, good old Lucky, who just shed this morning. So, I'm assuming, yeah, he's all balled up in there sleeping. He is out of his cage now. He's got the same basic water dish. He's in the same tub. I gave him his plant to hide behind and hide under, which he does a pretty good job of hiding there. Oops. Sorry about that, Lucky. Dropped you a little bit. See, and here he is doing some great things. Doing the ball python ball up. He is 39 inches, a little over 1,000 grams. I'm going to weigh him again shortly just to see what he's done, because he hasn't eaten in a while. He just shed and went to the bathroom, so should have some confirmation on how heavy and, well, at least how much he weighs. So, but he's gotten big. He's come back great after not having been fed for most of his early part of his life, being abandoned. So, give him his plant back. And let's see here. Do this with one hand without making a mess. There we go. So that is the setup. The rack itself is fantastic. It's easy to work with. It was easy to assemble. Thank you, Animal Plastics. Same with this cage. I mean, this thing was really easy to work with. I mean, for the most part, you unpack it, you throw the screws in, you line up the parts, just start putting in screws. I used a very low-end electric screwdriver that didn't have much torque, so there was no risk of stripping out the plastic from the screws. I mean, they locked in really well. I was surprised how well screws locked into PVC instead of just cutting. I thought it would just cut through it like butter, but it locked in just like it was going into wood. You just couldn't overdo it. So let's see. Inara has one of her sheds up here. See, kind of get an idea. Fold it over on itself here. Yeah, there you go. It's all nice and complete one piece. That's actually from 2 sheds ago. Her other one, it didn't come out quite so well. It was just all balled up, and when I pulled it out, I kind of destroyed it, unfortunately. So I was hoping to see how her sheds change from time to time. I'm expecting that it's kind of be a little bit different just based on them stretching. So otherwise, as I said, these are the guys. Looks like I am past time here. So YouTube, thank you. Have a wonderful one.